All right, what's going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. Thank you so much for being here again. So let's go ahead and check indices to see what they're doing, what the possibilities are for this week since last week, pretty much. Well, this week, the week has not ended yet. It's Sunday here, so this week it was kind of bullish. The market actually did ended up actually pushing up, and after the NFP, I was a little slow, but it ended up actually closing bullish. So let's see what we're gonna have now this week, since the market has been forming a few things here that we need to pay attention to. So starting, if you go, of course, if we go on a much bigger time frame, starting from the daily, at least from the daily, we see that we're definitely bearish. The direction of the market is still bearish. Okay, still going to the downside. Right here at this point, I kind of I like what I'm seeing, because it's a good sign. Right here, you see the price has been creating lower lows all the time. Like if we go, for example, if we go this way, price is hang on. The price is creating lower lows, right? All the time. Push, pull back, push, pull back, push. This was still a new low because it was still creating lows right there. And then we had this big correction. What happened here? Why did the price push up that way? There was a couple of weeks and days actually that there wasn't pretty much a lot of things going on, until of course the war in Ukraine exploded. So once the war in Ukraine started, that's when the market started crashing back again. So they still created another low, right? Still the market just went down, creating lows, low, low. It pushed up right here in this time again. There wasn't pretty much too many news or bad news. Everything was still the same. So remember, when the markets, or like fundamentally speaking, when there are no news, they are showing that the things are getting either worse or better, the market can take that as a positive thing. So we'll try to push up, right? So, but eventually, because the markets are still weak, nothing has changed at all. If anything, by the time the reports came up, when Jerome Powell was speaking, everything was actually the same. He was saying, oh, okay, we're still working on this and that to get it better and blah, blah, blah. So everything is still the same, right? Everything is still the same. So market ended up crashing again, creating another low. Now at this point, the price pulled back. Now this push, the price tried to continue going down, but it created a higher low. So this higher low so far is the first one we are seeing. Let's see, something like this happen in this area. You see the price created a higher low. When the price pushed up a little bit, it created a higher low there. Let's see other opportunities when it created a higher low. I think that's the only one. Maybe this one, and this could be the second one so far. So this is good for the bullish side, because you can tell me that the market could actually continue pushing. Okay, now there are a few things we need to see here that could be happening. Okay, maybe we're going to be facing maybe for a few weeks now, maybe for another week perhaps, we're going to be seeing the markets actually continue bullish, perhaps. Okay, just right here on the daily time frame, we see, for example, there's a big supply zone at the top, right, or order block, aka order block. So from here, we can say from here we have our potential order block, right, in this area. There is the biggest space. Let me see if we can spot some type of imbalance in there. They can tell us, yes, there is some imbalances. Right here, there is an imbalance. So there is a zone. There is still an area that the market has to come and mitigate at the top, maybe before actually dropping. So what we could see is maybe the price will, the price will continue pushing up. Maybe this week there's a liquidity area here. The market could actually come up to fill this imbalance right there. At some point, maybe reach that zone and coming back down. Okay, because why should it drop again? Because things are still bad. You know, the only things that can bring the market up right now, it's either inflation it's gone, like no more inflation, which I doubt it. For the rest of the year, guys, I believe the markets will still continue crashing. This is the worst year ever so far, like we've been having so far. So I'm pretty sure it's going to continue just crashing. The war in Ukraine, things are still bad. Okay, nothing has changed. Things with the oil, with the prices, everything is in there. So we could have a little correction because maybe things are not changing to worse or better. It's just maybe just because things are still the same, that can be taken as positive in the market. So yes, we could have a momentum. We could have maybe another week actually bullish. The price could still continue pushing up, and this is a potential zone that could be reaching. If not, maybe right here on the 4 hour, we have this zone right here. This imbalance, by the way, it's on a daily. We're seeing a little imbalance right here. Even right here there was another imbalance, but that was already filled. This entire imbalance, even the gap in there, so this was an entire imbalance zone in there. Well, it's being filled already, but now we have that one on top plus the potential supply zone. So we gotta wait to see what the market is going to be doing in this area. Is the market going to stop? Maybe it's going to do a little correction. What I'm thinking is that maybe on Monday the market will create a potential, maybe a pullback, little pullback, to create that double top, right? The market wants to create liquidity, so we most likely are going to be consolidating something like this, maybe for a few hours or maybe for a couple of days before actually going up, activating that, and potentially going down after that, after cleaning and getting inside this imbalance right there. So that's how it's looking on the daily. And on a 4 hour, at this point, let me just take a look. So right here, as I mentioned, we have zones of liquidity. So this area right here, this highs were taken out. Now the market is going to be trying to, as I mentioned, on a much bigger scale. Maybe we're going to have a little fall right here, right? Let's see how deep it's going to get. And then maybe the price will eventually be going up, wiping this sellers down, activating a potential order block before going back down. Okay, that's another scenario. If not, this thing could just simply perhaps continue pushing up and getting back to the top. Okay, a potential order block here. Okay, so seeing how it's going to react. I think this is more bullish at the moment. So yeah, we could have a continuation to the upside. So be careful there. Let's go ahead and see US 30. Going again, pretty much the same, going from a bigger time frame. We're still bearish. Let me try to clean some of this stuff. Been testing some things with the students. So by the way, if you're interested in what we're doing, you know, I'm actually offering a bundle. You can go ahead on my website, teamprofitsenglish.com, and you will see that I'm offering a discount right now, 20% discount on the bundle. So the bundle comes with my course, a mentorship, and a VIP signal group for live. It's only one-time payment. That's it. You don't need to keep paying any monthly fees to be part of the team. So, and in there, I'm explaining all the strategies, including this one in particular. So Again, you see the huge imbalance right there on the daily. And let's go on a 4-hour time frame. You see this massive drop, even this gap right there. So yes, all this area, we're having imbalances around this area, right? So of course, if we move in smaller, we have another zone, which we have another zones of imbalances right here. So you can clearly see huge imbalance in this area, even all the way from the top, which is being filled almost. Yeah, it's getting there. The market, it's already getting back to the zone. So paying attention to see what's going to happen in this area, to see if we can actually go for sales. But as I mentioned, markets are looking like it wants to reverse, like it wants to go up a little higher. Let's go on the daily again so you can see the structure. Okay, it's important to understand, guys, market structure. Besides whatever you're doing, if you're trading order block, supply and demand, or just simple price action, to understand the market structure. So it's been creating lower lows. Push, pull back, push, pull back. We had a big push right here, then a pullback, and another big push. Now market did a little pullback right there. It tried to do a push, a continuation, another push right here. You see it struggled a lot to go down this week. So struggle right there is stop. This is the first higher low we're having here in this point. So let's see if it's going to do maybe like a double top perhaps and then fall again, or it will be wiping out all this liquidity that is here. A lot of people, including retail traders, are right here perhaps. Let me put this line here. So there's liquidity there. It's being created. So let's go on a 4-hour again. So most likely above this highs, yes, of course, we have, if it's going to be consolidating or moving sideways, price is consolidating, is accumulating. So below these lows, there is liquidity. A lot of liquidity below these lows. A lot of money sitting right there, because that's where the stop losses are from every trader right there, and also above this zone. So it's very simple. If you see this big gap, big imbalance at the top, hey, the market eventually will try to take that, to cover that imbalance zone, and maybe activating the sales before actually coming back down, at least back to these previous lows. So something to have in mind. Still, this scenario right here on a 1 hour is still possible for the market to go down. In the smaller time frames, yes, the market could actually maybe react to that zone, go down, and then start going up again. And as I mentioned, maybe going up to grab the liquidity in here, take the entry, activate the entry on the order block at the top, and then coming back down again. So it's still a long way to move, but at least, again, if you scale in, you're seeing the same thing. It's repeating. So we see liquidity right here, liquidity here. This liquidity was taken. That after it was taken, boom, the market actually crashed. So right here, the market is just grabbing that liquidity. A lot of indecision because of the NFP date on Friday. So let's see what's gonna be for this week on US 30. S&P 500 is basically doing the same thing, and I will show you actually my entry that is still open. Be careful here. I'm not telling you guys, okay, take this thing as signals. Be careful, because a lot of things can happen. I'm pretty sure I can get stopped out next week on this one, right? We're having imbalances here. Look at this massive drop right there. Aggressive selling, potential supply zone at the top. It is reacting right now, of course, with the NFP day, a lot of reaction in there, a lot of indecision, but hey, it's going to a zone that is very important, a potential nice supply zone. So let's see what's going to happen. As I mentioned, be careful. Don't take this as signals, because yes, you could easily get stopped out. Right here, remember, let me clean this to right here. we could be building up liquidity. Okay, after looking at the back, a massive drop. So yes, this is a huge zone of imbalance. And we also have the supply zone at the top, and waiting right now to see what the market is going to do. Maybe we're going to go back down as well to consolidate a little bit more, maybe to create that double top, to create that liquidity at the top. Once it builds that liquidity, maybe what I'm thinking is the price could go down, maybe going back to the zone, and then perhaps going back up and start doing something like this, maybe filling up that space, that empty space, and then boom, coming back down again. Maybe I'm thinking about something like that. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Maybe this thing could just come clean right through up, you know, and wiping out directly. So just be careful, okay, whenever you are seeing me with an entry like that. Okay, you don't want to risk that. So still, again, seeing price structure, we are bearish, completely bearish right here. Push, pull back, push. This pullback right here actually broke this high, so everybody was thinking here, oh, we are correcting now. Nope. That's when the market actually started crashing and crashing again. This is when the war in Ukraine was exploding, and we have another push, pull back, push, pull back. The market is trying to continue to the downside, but stop right there, actually going up. So let's see if it's going to do, as I mentioned, a double top. Maybe it's going to continue down, or it will stop here again. It will consolidate, so it will maybe accumulate, you know, liquidity below these lows and above these highs. So price eventually will come back up, wiping everyone out here, and then coming back down, wiping everyone out in this lows right there. So let's see. As I mentioned, there's a lot of movements. There still need to happen. And if you're interested on seeing what we're doing, if you want to see me actually trade every single day, I highly encourage you to just go ahead and check out my website. You can also follow me on my free Telegram group. I do post signals in there, and you can also check all my videos on YouTube. Right now I have a few playlists with a bunch of really cool strategies that will help you become a profitable trader. You need to actually be sticking to only one or two strategies. Don't be just because I have 7. I have a few playlists in there, which maybe it's about five or six strategies. Please just make sure to maybe choose 1 or 2 and just stick to those, and just stick to those forever. Because if you're jumping from one strategy to another strategy to another strategy, you know, that's when you normally get confused, and you are like, okay, no, this doesn't work, I'm gonna go jump into another one, and so on. So just go check it out, back test, and let me know what you think, and leave your comments below, guys. If you're new on the channel, please subscribe, give it a big thumbs up. It motivates me to keep posting videos like this every day. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I'll see you on Monday. Take it easy, guys.